If you see there's stone walls surrounding the whole thing,
Yeah.
that is original. The only restoration is the main entrance because it was broken. So we restored it a few years ago. That was the way to make social division at the Mayan times. Behind the wall, into that vegetation all over, hunters, fishermen, farming, working class. It was a high population. So in here, the high society, never, no more than 1,000 people in the whole thing. It was a small group. But into this group was also one more division. The religious people, priests. They came to be a priest when they were babies. In this case, doesn't matter if the baby was from outside or inside. The most important was the day when they get born. They choose a baby who get born during the eclipses, solstice, equinox. They move the baby away from the families forever. And after that, the baby lived for a long, long time with a piece of wood in the front head and one more here. So after this, every day they make it tighter. And they tied it. So living in this way for a long time, they come to be flat head this way and long head this way. They practice cranial deformation on the way to remark the difference between the classes. I will show you a picture about it. Amigos, it's very impressed, but this is exactly how they come to be. See them?
Qué sensuales.
But this was just the first step. The second one was very painful. When they come to be a little bit older, they use stingray tails to make a hole into the dental pieces. Everyone. They use a latex in it, and then they introduce volcanic rock as the mouth decoration. Jade, malachite, turquoise, obsidian. Actually, without our technology, like our days, they did a good job at that time. Check it out this. This is amazing one. And they were painting a blue turquoise the whole body. For sure at that time, amigos, the blue guys with that kind of head, walking in here, that was the most respectable people, the religious people. And nowadays, if you buy a book of the Mayans, video with the Mayans, they always mention kings or queens as a monarchy. Amigos, this was not exactly a monarchy. They're talking about the religious people. They came to be the most important person. They were astronomers, mathematicians, wise men, and medicine men. The religious people with the cranial deformation. By the way, at that time, nobody lived in places like that. Everywhere you see a stone building like this, it's not a house to live. They are public buildings. They always live in little huts. And they use that kind of punk to make the roof. So, which is right next to you, is a cemetery for religious people. People working here, they remove 4 skeletons from the place. People about this big. The common Mayan people. Later, I'll show you one more on the other side. But those tombs at the end, they're long ones. Bigger people. I was talking about this from the beginning. Mayan first, and later, Mayan Toltecas. They changed the body size. Okay? One more thing. Every building was protected by a plaster with a painted on it. Mainly blue turquoise with a long red line. How do we know that? There are a few different ways. 1518, May 7 is exactly when the Spanish people passed right there in front for the first time. And they put it on a writing. And the Spanish writing said very clear, we discovered a place as beautiful like Sevilla in Spain. painting and beautiful blue turquoise with a long red line. And they added, we see lots of people close to the ocean. And they finish in this way. Some of them, they're trying to say something, but we don't understand what that means, just in case we just go. According with this information with the Spanish people, amigos, there are three things very clear. First one, the place is very new. 1518, the Mayans that were here, the Spanish people saw the Mayans along the coastline. Second, amigos, at that time, the Spaniards that never landed, just passed. They went to Cozumel, the big island. Third, most important, every building was protected by a plaster with a painted on it. According with the Institute of Anthropology and History of Mexico and National Geographic, this is exactly the way how the big building on top used to be at that time. There you go. Beautiful one. So everyone was painting. They used the plaster with the painted on it. This was a beautiful place. We got it? We gotta move away from here, see some of the places. Any question? Question in English?